What's happening, my hoodlums? Welcome back to the 11th episode of Hoodie and Mite, and as you can see, Kaleidomite and myself have been a little bit busy doing a little stuff off camera. So, if you remember that little clip at the beginning of this episode, the one saying, I have a big plan for this iron farm, well, guess what? This, my friends, it was the big plan. I actually built this like a few months ago at the beginning of the series. So basically what happened was I built a little interior for our iron design. But wouldn't you know, Hoodie Hoodlum's worst enemy would always appear. Procrastination and laziness. Yes, I'm very bad and terrible at that, you know. Very bad and terrible. So nonetheless, Kaleidomite and myself decided, well, you know, we have nothing better to do, so why don't we just build a big puppy corporation? And that's what we did. With a nice little dome on top, got some iron blocks on the side here. It looks okay. I think it looks fantastic. But it has been so long. I meant to build this thing in such a long time. It's just laziness. But that wasn't the only thing that we were doing off camera. In fact, I've been doing a little bit of end busting because we ran out of shulkers. Oh, the phantoms are here and screeching in my ear. Just give me a sec while I'll sort this problem out. Ow. The hurting squeals of a phantom. Let's see if I can hit one. Bang! Got one. Missed him. Well, at least I got one out of that. But anyways, like I was saying before, so I decided to do a little bit of end busting because, well, we ran out of shulker boxes. Shulker boxes are a very precious commodity in this world. Yeah, so I know it was like a few weeks ago I actually fell into lava and I actually lost like 3 shulker boxes worth of items in it. Yeah, it's a bit of a sulky moment, but at the end of the day it had to be done, so I did a solo mission and got ourselves some shulker shells and the rest. And you know what the worst thing about that last thing was? Is, it's still not enough shulker shells. Just not enough. So, today's episode, I think Kaleidomite and myself is going to try and make a shulker box farm. It's a recently new farm. In case some of you don't know this, in 1.17 Mojang add the ability for shulker duplication, which means if they're shot with their bullets, they basically will duplicate into another shulker, and 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 another shulker. So yeah, so Kaleidomite has been doing a little bit of research. He said he's got a shulker box farm in mind. So I think that is what is on the agenda of today's episode. And you know what, hearing those phantoms reminded me this weekend, or the past weekend, or whenever I get this episode out, Minecraft Live happened. So I thought maybe let me give you a little bit of a discussion of what happened in Minecraft Live and my thoughts on it. So anyways, as you guys know, the mob vote was the most important thing about it, so I think the best mob won, the LA. I think he's got a lot more function than the glare. I mean, the glare wasn't really fantastic. He wasn't like, oh wow, it's game changing. I mean, yeah, we Java players definitely have the liberty of just pressing the debug screen and we can just look at the light levels, but he would have been an interesting addition to the game, the glare. But and then you had the copper golem. So yeah, I would say the second best mob that was given to us as a choice, the copper golem. But you know, in my personal opinion, I don't think the copper golem really introduced anything other than, I mean, like, I know a lot of people were saying, oh no, you'll get copper buttons if you vote for the copper golem. But I mean, we already have plenty of other buttons, and yeah, I know for some builders they'll think it would look cool, But I don't know, I think the copper golem maybe could have introduced a little bit more. I mean, like a randomizer. I mean, we already have so many redstone randomizers that we can make off redstone contraptions. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments what you thought of the vote. I thought the best mob won, the LA. I think he will introduce quite a lot more interesting features for players to play around with. So let's see what happens. Oh, and the next thing I wanted to talk about is the Wild Update 1.19. And let me tell you something, I am super stoked for it. So basically the Warden has been pushed forward actually, because the Mojang devs have been, well, they've been basically tweaking around with it, and let me tell you something, I'm super impressed with the way they've been tweaking with the Warden. He looks absolutely menacing, and I don't know, I just think he looks epic, he looks cool, and I can't wait to face him one-on-one. But that's not the only thing that we need to get excited for 1.18. In fact, 1.18 is the Wild Update, and the Mojang devs made it very clear they're going to be updating the swamp, or adding a new biome to the swamp. I don't know. Whichever way, I thought it was fantastic. I thought it was great. And I'm super excited that they're adding a frog into the game. So much so that I ordered myself a new hoodie. So I'm waiting for the delivery. Oh, that must be the doorbell. I'll see you guys in a bit. When the new update came for me to update my skin a little bit, I've been thinking about updating it a little bit, and I decided to get into the Wild Update mood and change my hoodie into a froggy hoodie. Yay! But I really like this new design. It comes with this custom little frog on the front and a custom frog hoodie on the top, and I decided to give my eyes a bit of a change up from the regular Enderman purple. I changed them to blue because, well, blue is my favorite color, and I think it just looks awesome on an Enderman. But enough of the changing into a new skin and a new hoodie. I think it's time that I get hold of Kaleidomite and see where we can start building our shulker box farm. So I'll see you guys in a bit.
So Hoodie, what are we gonna do today?
Well, like I said at the beginning of the episode, we are going to build a shaker box farm.
And what a beauty it's gonna be, eh?
It's gonna be.
Now if you come over here.
So if you guys remember, at the beginning of the season, we actually captured one and two
from above. The one from
two.
the top.
So we already got some, there's a Enderman on your 6. Not today, bro, not today. Because it's every day, bro.
Ah!
Okay.
Anyway. Continue. So we bought those guys, and we plan to now use them properly in a functioning shulker box farm and actually exploit the shulker duplication. How great is how neat
it's not
is
really
that?
well, it's a nice feature mechanic. So in case of you don't know, they duplicate, so we got 2 because we need 2. I know you researched the farm, not necessarily me.
Right, so are we gonna start getting this thing building, and once we're done building it, we're gonna...
Yep, so we got our materials all here already, and in case some of you guys would like to know whose design we guys are using, stupid bullet, it's got you, boo. We're using Rayworks design. We'll link it in at the description of the video if you guys are interested, and yeah, I guess we'll be on our way.
These guys are annoying me. Can we please just get this done and over with now?
Alright. Anyways, now with all the Endermen out our way, and they're still spawning all over the place, let's try get this thing done. So, guess what, guys? We'll see you in a bit. Enjoy this time lapse.
So, a lot of progress has been done.
Indeed, a lot of progress has been done.
And how many headaches has this thing gave us?
Plenty of headaches.
Too many to count.
Too many to count. So, let us begin by saying shulkers are definitely one of the worst mobs to, well, move around. Powered rails, yeah, powered rails are definitely, like, you really need this stuff, because there's no ways you're going to. And the second most irritating mob while working in the end is the Ender Bros, because, yeah, you look at one and, yeah, they just keep
coming, and they never stop.
They never stop. They want to eat your face.
Yeah. So that's why we're wearing pumpkins on our heads.
Yes.
Right now.
I mean, that last skit was a bit embarrassing.
Dodgy.
Yeah,
that and a bit dodgy.
Yeah. So we're wearing pumpkins on our head, and even while we were building the farm, we even wearing pumpkins. It's still annoying.
Yeah, and we even died a few times thanks to these
Yeah, that was annoying. Lucky we didn't lose anything.
Yeah.
But anyways, so let's come down here to our AFK room and I'll show you what's going on. So as you can see, there's currently a shulker being destroyed by water. Well, he's drowning with water. It's not necessary he doesn't like water. But if we come to the chest here,
Watch it.
that's
It's
about...
Shulker bullocks.
Wait, ah!
Yeah.
Wait,
Okay, okay.
okay, no, I know what the problem is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
don't
in
worry.
vision. Oops. Okay.
Come on.
Anyway, continue.
So if we come to this chest and take a look, we got about a stack and 29 shulker shells. So this is about, I think you would say about 3 hours or maybe 4 hours.
Which, considering the amount that we get,
Yeah.
it's not too bad. I mean,
Yeah, it's not too bad.
It's like 32 boxes. We
Yeah.
got right there.
And that's quite a
It's
lot.
actually-
Yeah, that's quite a lot of boxes.
And I doubt we're gonna need a lot. So it's just us two in the world here.
Yeah, it's just us two in the world. And basically, I mean, it's about 32 an hour.
Yeah.
Shells. Yeah. So anyway, so if you guys would like to know how this farm works,
Because it was an absolute pain
To
try
build.
set up,
to build it up.
and then also add to the fact it wasn't working at first.
Yeah, it wasn't working. Yeah, you know what? I encourage you, if you guys check, this is a Rayworks design, right? And
Yeah,
I'm
we
gonna
already
leave.
mentioned
Yeah, I already mentioned that, but I'm gonna leave a link in the description. So I'm gonna leave the video in the description. But if you guys do check it out, I encourage you to watch the video thoroughly, because it can be a little bit difficult and very confusing sometimes, but if you know a little bit of redstone, you'll get it. Okay.
Especially with the redstone and the water, and then we forgot one like little slice of the farm, and water was just spilling out.
Yeah, I think it was a pillar, one of these pillars
Also-
over here. It's
And also trying to get all the mobs in place.
yeah,
It's
in the
also a
mobs.
pain.
Yeah, the shulkers I would say is the difficult part, and the snow golem is not the hardest one. But anyway, so if we come over here, right? So if we take a look here, this is what I call the shulker catalyst. So this guy basically activates
Before-
he activates the entire farm. So
Thanks.
because he opens up and firing at that snow golem, he opens the farm, floods it, and it causes this reaction. So in case some of you guys don't know this about shulkers, is as soon as they start firing something or some entity, what they basically do is you cause them all to aggro within a certain radius of the farm. So
there's
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 one
one-
shulker. I got somewhat of a view. If you can see that little twirly block thing over there, that's the shulker that splits. And eventually, once the water's gone away, they're gonna come into the farm here, and they will spawn in there. And the water just floods them out, which forces them to basically teleport right at the bottom here. And then eventually the minecart picks them up and puts them in that water feature over there and just drowns them, and then we get their drops. So
But
yeah.
if you want an in-depth explanation, check out Rayworks' video.
yeah, please check it out. And
I mean, check out the entire video.
Yes,
in
this-
order to understand how this thing works.
we got this thing working, and it's working like an absolute bomb, right? It's not a problem. We have not ran into a problem as of yet, even though it's like 3 hours. But still, I mean, look, we just caught that shulker over there, and it's going back and forth, and blah blah blah. So it works perfectly as it does. So it works. Also, so the snowman over here, he basically is here just to aggro the. So he's
Shulker.
the shulker over there. So he just, because he aggroes him, it just shoots him up like that. And I still love that feature. It just goes boink.
Yeah, well, that's just to place
Yeah.
him on the farmer.
Yeah. And yeah, he's a cool guy. See, he's checking you out with he thinks you're one of his pumpkin friends.
You are my friend.
You are my friend. You are my friend. You're making me all the sell. But yeah, it took us about, what, a day and a half to try to figure this out, and a lot of headaches, but eventually we got it done. So, yeah. I don't know if there's anything else you want to add. I don't have anything else to add.
Nah, I think we pretty much covered it all.
Covered it all. But anyways, also, oh wait, actually, before we end this video, because we're about to end this video, if you come down here to the Shulker city, the end city, also just make sure that you have plenty of spare shulkers laying around, like over here, like I'm sure, yeah, because sometimes they tend to,
they're a bit finicky,
yeah,
and
like
we don't trust that one in the center to just stay there.
Yeah, we
or the one at the top.
Yeah,
so we just keep those spares just in case those go missing for some reason.
Yeah, because when we came here, we first only had 2, and then eventually they started duplicating on themselves, which that was a good thing. So we got about, I think I see 6. There's also this funky one right over here. Let me show you before we. I mean, this is so illegal right now. I mean, look at that. He's on a chorus fruit. That's illegal. That's illegal.
Definitely.
That is so illegal. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed what you liked watching, leave a like, subscribe, and we'll check you in the next video. So check you later.
See ya. Bye.
Bye bye.